Does your age matter for fulfilling your purpose or doing absolutely anything? Does age matter? Is that important to you? Hey, it's Lenny Wennerstrom. I'm going to show you how it doesn't. Okay, we're going to talk about that. It doesn't matter. So, I am here to help you to find your purpose. I'm a life coach, self-talk trainer, and a spiritual guide and mentor. So, let's get right into today is September 4th, day 248, 118 days left in the year. We are 67.76% complete with 2024. So today on September 4th, here is your passage. And every single day I read a passage from Dr. Shad Helmstedter's book, which is 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. And for today's passage, and that's because I know it can help you to find your purpose. This is a great book for you to have. September 4th, my age right now, or how much time has gone by in my life, does not limit me from fulfilling my purpose. Every day I have spent up to now has been in preparation for the wonderful opportunities to come. We're going to spin that around, okay? Because we love doing that. Your age right now, or how much time has gone by in your life, does not limit you from fulfilling your purpose, fulfilling your purpose. Every day you have spent up to now has been in preparation for the wonderful opportunities to come. And that is just so true. That you are never, ever limited by anything in your life. And I talk about this a lot, about limitations. And if you are limited, if you are in any area of your life, if you just being unlimited in absolutely anything, you come here with unlimited potential and promise when you are born, and then you get programmed. We talk a lot about your self-talk. So, oh my gosh, it rues. All right, this hair is just like, I know I talk about it on every video because I had to catch up to today because today is the 4th. But it's so distracting. It's such a pain in the arse. Do you like wind? I should have started this thing with, are you a wind lover? Because it's driving me nuts. And this is like the 4th video. And it's starting to get worse. Okay, so I've had to actually comb my hair the other way. So now that you know all about my hair and the Amarillo wind, I don't know if this is a place you want to come to. If you like wind, then this is a good place to come to. Actually, it's not always windy, but yeah, it kind of is breezy. So, your age. Age is a huge deal in our society because we look at youth as being, and even I get sucked into this all the time. It's like somebody's younger, they look better in their clothes, or their face looks better because their makeup goes on better, and we get bombarded with this stuff. If you watch television, I don't anymore, but still magazines and billboards, and it's always about beautiful woman with the beautiful makeup done and the clothes and just all this stuff. That even if you go into a store, it's like, a person who looks like this eats this thing or does this or does whatever. It's all, our culture is immersed in age. And so there's this thing, you can call it age discrimination, like in jobs, or you're too old. So all that flows from how we just our culture of how we think about age and aging. And so I can look in the mirror and see like this thing in my forehead. It's like, or it's just, and I, used to be very strong and taut and had like major like muscles and all this stuff. And because I used to bodybuild, but now I look and it's kind of kind of flabby down here. Part of that is because I haven't been doing my exercise, so don't take that as, do your exercise and you'll look great. These are all choices that we make, right? For me to be doing my exercises, or to working out and whatever it is that we choose, they're all choices. My point is not about me, or it's all, I use myself as an example because it's my life that I've lived, in the choices I've made up until now, and the choices that I'll make until the day that I die. It's about you and the choices you've made and the choices that you will now make. So where you're at right now are just choices that you made, and you have all the choices from here on in to make choices that work for you, like your self-talk. So this whole thing, your age right now, or how much time has gone by in your life, that does not limit you from fulfilling your purpose. Every day you have spent up to now has been in preparation for the wonderful opportunities to come. So move age off the table. Just move limitations. Age is a limitation. I tell myself, like things, I tell myself, just move that off the table. My hubby he was in the ICU for I don't know how long, a long time, right? If you've been following me, you know. And now he's just in the regular hospital, the wing of the regular hospital. And so it's like, is he going to live? What's going to happen? Am I going to be alone? Am I, all these what if and all these things, and the fear, and where am I in my age, and where is he's older, so quite a bit older than me, and so it's like, is with his age, is he going to be able to make it? And there's some truth in the choices that we have made, but you could have somebody in their 70s or 80s, and they've made really good choices, and they're really strong. They have a really strong heart, a really strong constitution, their immune system is strong, and they can just go through anything, and it's like they'll bounce back. And then you could have somebody who's weaker and hasn't been fit, or and didn't take care of themselves, made the wrong choices, and all of that, and it's like, are they going to make it? So and it's not the wrong choices, right? That's a program. That's like judgment of this is right, this is wrong. Everything is right for them. We're not talking about, I teach practical spirituality, the spiritual journey and the human, the two legs, the spiritual journey and the human experience. We are both the spirit and the human at the same time. So for one of us to judge, that someone is doing something wrong is very, very, one, it's judgment. And so it creates separation, that if it's me that's judging, then I'm right and they're wrong. That's really what it comes down to, because I deem that to be wrong, right? So that means that I'm right. And these are all programs. This is where judgment comes from. This is where wars come from. How does that relate to age? It's a judgment that old is not as good. It's weaker. They're not as, people who are older don't have enough to offer society, or they're, that wisdom that the Japanese, whether they do or not, maybe in small places now, but so many people are westernized, that culture. We look at that culture and say, wow, they really honor the Asian cultures really honor their aging parents and all of that. And whether that be true or not, the point is that age is such, has looked at as such a limitation, when it's not a limitation at all. It's only a limitation in your own mind. And it's a program that age is even a factor. There are no limits, like being a man or a woman, being being from one culture or another culture. It doesn't matter, being a child, being an elderly person. All of that, for finding your purpose, you have all to this point, wherever you are in your life. I used to think when I was it 35? I think it was like 35. I'd gone to a convention, and I was going to sell and do all these things and make all this money and everything else, and just within me, I just really did not believe that I could do it, even though I did everything that person had said to do, and I went and tried to, I shouldn't say I did everything, because the part, like the cold calling in commercial real estate, it was cold calling, and I still did it. I did it, but I just, and I did make great money. But did I excel like what I thought I was going to or wanted to, or did I just get that? And it turned out that I started thinking, well, it's just my personality. I mean, I'm great in front of peeparoos. I have no problem. It was just, that was not my purpose. I was on the wrong path. It never felt right to me. Being with people felt wonderful, but going and trying to get them to move to another building, from one building to another, so I could make a commission, and all. It just didn't feel right to me. So, but anyway, it took me a long time. This is one of the things that I help people, and as a life coach, I help people know to see what is it that you really want. Like, what do you really want to do in your life? Because if somebody would have been guiding me, it would have been really helpful if they would have asked me, does this light you up? Is commercial real estate, is this something you really want to do? The selling and going and knocking on doors and trying to get people to move from one building to another building, and is it important to you? Does it feel good? Does it feel right? And they would have said it like that, and I would have been like, no, it feels totally wrong. and I could have moved in a different direction. They would have helped me to move in a different direction. But all of that is in preparation of where I am now and what I'm doing now. Now I know what I don't want, and I know what I do. And we still have that commercial real estate company, but I don't do anything in that. Well, I mean, I'm kind of running it now, my daughter and I, because my hubby's in the hospital. But he's the brains behind it, and it's not leasing anymore. That's what I did. It's management, and so it's a whole different ball game of that. But I would have never chosen that, and so, but I do. I'm a spiritual mentor. I'm a spiritual mental guide and mentor, and I teach practical spirituality. I'm a self-talk trainer. So the self-talk, and I practice what I preach. Literally listen to that every day. It's so important to me to listen to that, and it lifts me and helps me while he's in the hospital, and I just it's amazing that you can literally, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter where you are in your life, all that stuff just it becomes when you believe in yourself and you have that self-belief. It's an amazing, beautiful recipe for success in every single area of your life. And it's your self-talk. Your self-talk tells you what you believe. Remember, we talk about this all the time. What's the progression? The belief in self, it's the belief, right? A belief. So, but we'll start from the very beginning. It's your programs. However you came into the world, just absolutely with all the promise and potential, just unlimited promise and potential, period. Unlimited. And then you got programmed. So you got programmed with programs that were limiting, like age, okay? You're too young, right? You're too young to do that. So you have to wait until you're this age or whatever. I mean, there's some practicality to things of that nature, but you start learning limitations, rather than having said, when you are 10, you're going to be able to do this. And so let's prepare you for like guiding you like the whole step of the way to things. I'm giving wrong, that's not a good example. So go get that off the table. This is what I just said. But the point is, it's how you approach sharing that self-talk. Like, you want a child to know they can do absolutely anything. And when they reach that age or that time in their life, they can be prepared to do like all the flips they want to get, to be an acrobat or whatever else. Then they can join at that age. But you're going to prepare them and let them know they are limitless. They need to prepare in order to get to that state and that point in their life. So if more kids understood and believed from the very beginning they were unlimited, they could do and be, create, have, change absolutely anything in their lives. Can you imagine if you were raised with that? No limitations, absolutely no limitations. And it would be that there are no limits in life. It would be, you would just grow and grow and grow with that self-belief in yourself that you could do, be, change, have, create absolutely anything in your life. And you would be a whole different person. But guess what? You can be that whole different person right now, because that unlimited promise and potential still is in your brain. It's just covered up with these programs that are limiting. You can do that with the self-talk app that I'm constantly telling you about, that is always in the description of the self-talk language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created. And it is a language. It is a language just like English, just like Spanish, just like French, just like German, just like any language. just like Arabic. It doesn't matter what the language is. It is a language. It's called self-talk language. And it's the programs that you can rewire your brain, the brain circuits, with programs that serve you, that don't hold you back, that keep you believing, that have you believing in yourself and your unlimitedness, and your ability to create the financial strength that you want, the resources, the physical, your health and fitness, your personal development, your relationships, winning at relationships, being a quality person, having quality, living a quality life. Like all of these things you can do, building your self-esteem, they all stem from your self-esteem. So we're talking about self-esteem, about believing in yourself. So age is a limitation only in your mind. And it's only in your mind because it has now become a program, because you have now believed it, as most of us do. And it is a very deep, arg. It's a very deep program. Like it's still, even though I've been doing the self-talk and I teach self-talk, it's still a program for me. I still look in the mirror and go like, as I'm not real happy sometimes with my appearance or something. It's like, man, I feel old. I do old. That's a program. That is a program that I have running, and I work with it all the time. Every day I'm working with that, to believe in self, and it's just, I mean, yes, on planet Earth, is there time? Do we get wrinkles and gray hair and our skin hangs and that kind of stuff? Yes, and some of that is based on choices, by the way, when we get there and how we get there, the choices that you make in your day-to-day life. And we'll talk about choices too, because choices, that's huge. Choices, think about choices, I'll just put it this way. Think about choices as your free will, because if you're programmed, and you can change your programs in your brain so that you can do things that work for you, not against you. Like you have programs that tell you you're unlimited, and then you start going for it. You don't think you're not enough or not worthy, or that you'll never get there because somebody told you, or that you're shy. And I always use that one because so many people say, I'm just shy, or I'm just, it's like, no, you're not. I mean, well, if you say you are, but you can change that. It's a program. And it just got repeated. So that's the thing with neuroplasticity. It's repetition. And that is your key to your success in every single area of your life. So here we go again with your age, right? Your age. Your age right now, or how much time has gone by in your life, does not limit you from fulfilling your purpose. Every day you have spent up to now has been in preparation for the wonderful opportunities to come. And I'm just going to put that in the way that Dr. Shad has read this, for how he actually wrote it in here, and read that to you. For September 4th, my age right now, or how much time has gone by in my life, does not limit me from fulfilling my purpose. Every day I have spent up to now has been in preparation for the wonderful opportunities to come. And it has been. And they are wonderful opportunities to come. And I'm going to tell you, one of my spiritual tools that is huge that I teach is when you tell yourself, everything is a message to me for positive change. Absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. When I say that, I repeat that to myself. I say that part of it. I say absolutely everything is a message to you for positive change. Everything, absolutely everything is a message to me for positive change. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter my hubby is in the hospital. Doesn't matter that my cat right now is has a broken tooth and he's up in the RV, like underneath, and I can't get to him, and he's been there for days, and I just want to get him out and take him, figure out how to help him. It doesn't matter what it is. There's something in there that there's a lesson I'm going to learn. There's something on the other side. Here's the other part of that tool that I share, and the other side is whatever is on the other side of that, what everything is a message of that thing. Everything is a message to me for positive change. Whatever is on the other side is so much better, more beautiful, more amazing. It's fantabulous. It's this is so distracting. Apologies for my own being distracted. That too is a program that my hair is bothering me. It's physically just driving me nuts that it's like all over the place. And anyway, it's not even the way it's supposed to be combed. It's like combs this way. Anyway, my point is, there are so many things that I could say. I could be the victim, right? We could go into the drama triangle, the victim, the persecutor, and the rescuer. I could go into that, and I've talked about that. You just look for drama triangle in my videos and find it and understand what that is. because that being in the drama triangle is so the human experience. Never in your spiritual, as a spirit would you have any limitations and be in that, because it's a very low frequency place to be. You're a victim. I am not a victim of my hubby and his experience and all the, him being in the hospital, and now I'm here in Amarillo. And if I saw myself as a victim of that, and I could have resentment and anger and all this stuff, I have peace around all of that. Why do I have peace around all of that? Because I know there's something on the other side that is even more beautiful. Whether he makes it or he doesn't make it, or whatever happens with it, it doesn't. I was going to say it doesn't matter. Everything has value, so everything matters. It's the importance that you put on it. If you see something as negative, it's negative. If you see something as you chose it from the very beginning, that's another tool that I share and I use for myself, is that I came here. This is a belief of mine, very strong belief, that I chose to come here on planet Earth. I chose all of this. If I chose all of it, could it possibly be wrong? Could it be wrong for me? This is why I know that everything is a message to me for positive change. It sets me on my path of wherever it is that I am going, and how and helps me find my purpose. And age is only, it truly is only a something that our society says is a limitation. It's not a limitation, and it's a limiting belief that you are unable to find your purpose or do absolutely anything because of your age, whether you be too young or too old, or just right in between. As I was telling you, I was 35 and I was thinking I was too old. Oh, I never finished that. I was thinking that I was too old, that younger brokers were doing, were going to have more success than me because I was already too old to have that success. Like I wasn't young enough to be knocking on all these doors. I don't even remember, but I did not feel like I was enough, and that I was young enough. I thought I was too old at that point. I was 35. I was actually probably less than that. I was probably like 33. I look at a 33-year-old right now. I was like, you've got your whole life ahead of you, But who knows what ahead of life someone has? Someone could be like, this is the thing about wanting to be like other people or be their age or do, all this other stuff. Like comparitis, right? The age, somebody's younger and so they're better. Somebody's older so they're wiser. It is all created by choices that we make, but very honestly, it's really who and what you really are. Like if you believe that, and as I believe, that we come here to fulfill a purpose, that we come here and we have a purpose. We don't need to fulfill it, but hopefully we do, because then it's a much more easy life to live. It's more easeful. It's not difficult. Not that you don't have challenges, but it's more, it's just easier to, it's easier to live when you know your overarching reason for being here and what you're doing, and to live that life. So live it that way. So because I'm going to go, because my hair is driving me absolutely nuts, and I can't get past that. Oh, that was a program. I can't get past that. See, you can monitor your self-talk. It is so importante. As soon as you hear something like that, change it. I can get over anything. Like, I can totally have the patience for this. I have the patience for my hair to blow. Look at that. Look, I'm still here with you. I have patience. I may look silly, but here I am with patience, because my hair is blowing, and I'm okay with that, because that is the wind blowing is out of my control. But me and my attitude about the wind blowing in my hair and going in my mouth when I'm speaking and all of that, that is within my control. That I can deal with. Okay? So there you go. Your age right now, or how much time has gone by in your life, does not limit you from fulfilling your purpose. Every day you have spent up to now has been in preparation for the wonderful opportunities to come. Everything is a message to you for positive change. You are awesome and amazing. I love you so very, very much. Happy birthday to my puppies. They are now 3 years old. Isn't that exciting? So they are 4 days. My birthday's on the 1st. Theirs is on the 4th. So we are only 3 days apart. we celebrate our birthdays together. So I love you so very, very much. I hope you have an amazing, beautiful day wherever you are, day, night, evening, whatever it is, and that you know to believe in yourself, that you know that you can get the program. You can go into the description and start changing your mental programs so that you can start believing in yourself, like fully, 100% in everything. It could take some time, like me with age. I'm still working through that age thing, but I know that I can do anything. This is what is so different for me. I may struggle sometimes with the look of how I look. I never struggle now with knowing that I can do absolutely anything I put my mind to, and my purpose. When I did, even a year ago, I still find like these little beliefs, they come up, they kind of crop up in my brain because the programs are so deep. They crop up, and it's like, I'm gonna go listen to self-talk, and it just like, I'm like repeat of the good stuff that helps me to have self-confidence, high self-esteem, and to believe in myself, to believe in my message, believe in my beliefs, know that my beliefs are the beliefs that I choose for myself. The programs, they are programs that I choose for myself. They're not programs, I mean, I still have some programs that I'm working through, because it is a constant, it's so beautiful. It is a never ending, these programs. But you're constantly rewiring your brain to the programs that you want, and you're just living a better and better life. You're creating goals. You are activating that spiritual practice, right? Of setting goals, active goal setting, because you are bringing from the invisible to the visible, to the material world. You're bringing it in because you believe in yourself. So you set those goals, you know you can achieve them. So anyway, if you'd love to work with me, and I highly suggest it, then all you have to do is send me an email, Lenny@lennymotivates.com, with the word winner in there, and I'm going to send you all my fees and everything, and everything, all the programs that I have to offer. One of the programs that I offer that's new is how to excel in times of change. And I have been in the most amount of change, and I'm still in it. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other. I'm not like at the point. I'm going on the other side with decisions in my life and where I'm going, what I'm doing, and all of that. For this particular situation with my hubby in the hospital, and so it's beautiful. But the reason that I come on, and it's not every single day, because see, I had to catch up because there's a lot going on. Hubby he has something that they call hospital psychosis, and he's pulling on stuff. I told you in one video, I think on the 30th, where he pulled out, not just on that day, but he's all up until that day, he pulling out, from his jugular vein, pulling out just all different things, different kinds of lines and IVs, and all they call them PICC lines, and the jugular line for the they're in the jugular vein. And then he picks at his sores, and he's gotten to the place where all he now has is one IV line, but he can have a really negative, really negative attitude. Even when I'm playing self-talk, he's like, "How can I turn that off?" And his meditations and stuff. And he's not always like that. It's just sometimes, mostly like this time of the day. Like I'm not even there this time of the day. It's like, you can take care of yourself, sir. But mostly, he's doing better, and I do understand that that's a very real thing. And I know he's been in the hospital for so long that he's just, he is, and he feels trapped, and he is, because he's still not able to walk yet. He's getting better at standing and those kinds of things, and so, it's a process, and his programs are telling him, and I'm watching him and listening to him. And he's been doing self-talk. He hasn't ever really wanted to do it himself, but he asked me to, before he went into the hospital, he asked me to play it for him. So, and my program was like, "Hey, you got a finger, buddy, press play. You choose the program, and you press play." So, anyway, I've been playing it since he's been in the hospital, almost every single day. Only the days that he said he didn't want it, then I didn't play it. But so that neuroplasticity is really strong, and it works whether you want it. If you have intention, it works. Even it's more powerful And if you don't and you resist it, then, you know, one, you're either listening to it too loud if you really want it. But what happens is you just put it in the background. So it's just like when you were a baby in your crib and everybody's talking around you and you learned how to speak English. It is a language. The self-talk is a language, a very real language. So I hope that is helpful for you. I hope that you can really learn that you can change your self-talk and that you can be, do, create, have absolutely anything in your life. You are unlimited. Your age is not a factor. Not a factor, except in this society that says you know, you can only be Miss America until you're 25. After that, we don't accept you. That's like a whole different deal. But to find your purpose, and this was about finding your purpose. This I'm pointing to the passage that I read for today. That is, you will never. Your age is not a factor in finding your purpose. Your age is not a factor in creating or doing or being or absolutely anything that you want to be, Like if you want to be a professional basketball player and you're 5'1", then is that going to work for you? I don't know. I mean, I've seen some pretty short guys in women in basketball that can throw, can get into the hoop or whatever really fast. I'm not following basketball or sports for the most part, but I've seen that. And so could you do that if you really, really wanted to? This has to be something that you want to do, that works for you, not something that's like, just dream it, know it, that's something you want to do. So if you want to have something like a car, you want to have a new home, you want to have, and say you're 80 and you want to start a new business and you want to have a new home, or you want to be in a place with a community over 55 with lots of friends, and you don't have the money yet. You have the ability, if it feels right to you, no matter what, but if it flows for you and it feels right, your purpose, if it could be that you could start an online, doing like what I'm doing, and you could get paid for teaching people with your wisdom, or you could knit sweaters or crochet or do things, just whatever it is. You could find something that is within you with your purpose. If it feels easy, this is a way for you to start to say, what is it that I really want? Because when you go within, and remember, it's not always like, ahoy, where's my purpose? No, this is literally like finding, jeez. This is literally going within and feeling and understanding like who and what you really are and what feels right for you, what feels good to you. This is and writing down some ideas. Start writing it down. Like, what is it that feels right and feels good? Because that's not what feels right and feels good for every single other person. The reason you're writing it down, if you start writing it down, or what a purpose might be, is because it feels right for you. So it's very, very individual. Even though you are spirit and you are part of the one, it's just a matter of degree, right? We talk about that a lot, about the drops of the ocean. And that drop goes around and goes whee, and it's playing and going and doing all its things, and then it drops back into the ocean. But at that moment, when it's out there, that little drop is out there having its own experience, like we're having the human experience, and that drops right back into the ocean. And it has all the constituents as that drop of the ocean goes back in, and then it becomes the ocean. We are just like that, the human beings, with the one consciousness, the one, whatever you want to call, the universe, whatever you want to call that higher power. That's us. It's just a matter of degree, right? We're that drop. It's just a matter of degree. Is that drop the ocean, or is it just a matter of degree, even though it has all the constituents of the ocean? So that's us. So I'm going to talk to you through my hair. Hi, in my mouth. Anyway, I love you so very, very much. Did you see how I pulled my patience in? Even though it's still blowing, I literally flowed through the experience of staying here, because these are things that are important to me to share with you. You can do it. Like it's a program. Oh my gosh, I can't take this anymore. Yes, I can, and I did. I chose to. It was a choice. I made that choice because I believe that I'm stronger than the wind doing, playing havoc with my hair. That's how simple it is. What is your belief? And you can change your state of mind, okay? Doesn't mean that it's not irritating, but I changed my state of mind, that I could have the patience to finish saying what I wanted to say. Okay, that's it. I love you so very, very much. I hope you have a most amazing Beauty Day wherever you are. I think I already said that, but I believe in you. You can do this. You can find your purpose. You can do, be, change, have, create, absolutely anything. Look how I'm starting to flow with that. I say it so often that now I just say it. Sometimes I forget what one of those things are, but it's true. You are unlimited. You are absolutely unlimited. Your age is only a limit in your own mind. Whether you're young, middle, or old. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And that young, old, or whatever, all of that stuff is just literally is in our own minds. That is, it truly is, because you are unlimited and can do absolutely anything. So, as always, there's somebody just parked right there. And they just stop. As always, shining my light to brighten yours. I believe in you. You can do this. See you later. Ciao.